Hello friends, welcome to Verbal to Visual. Today I've got a behind the scenes video for you. I'm going to be filling this big old paper behind me with ideas for the next section of sketchnoting in the classroom that I'm working on right now. Section 1 was all about individual sketchnoting skills, teaching those specific skills. Section number 2 was all about different sketchnoting processes, how to combine the individual skills and use them in different ways. And this third section here is all about how to use sketchnoting within different subjects. So what I want to use this long piece of paper here for is to divide it up into each of the subjects that I want to address and do a bunch of brainstorming around that idea of how to apply sketchnoting to that subject. So as you're watching me use this space in the context of kind of creating this set of resources, think about how you might do something similar with a project that you're working on. All right, so we've got a couple subjects filled in right now, social studies and language arts. And basically this is kind of essentially a brain dump of ideas around how to use sketchnoting within these subject areas. Overall feeling pretty good about the progress so far. Got 2 subjects down, 7 more to go. I've also been working with Austin here. He is doing some brainstorming of his own around the subjects yet covered. Austin, any thoughts on process or how your brainstorming has been going?
I think it's fun to think about like myself as a student and think about like what I would have wanted as far as like sketchnoting and like what would have made my my learning a little bit smoother, I guess, and more productive if sketchnoting had been there. So it's fun to like brainstorm these little activities and games and exercises for educators.
It's fun to think about these activities, you know, they're starting here up on the wall. Eventually they'll make it into a video that makes it into this resource that then teachers use within their classrooms. So it's kind of exciting to think about that final application while doing this initial brainstorming. Back at it in a different room than Wayfinding Academy. This is the nav hall. There's Austin way over there. It's also kind of late in the afternoon on a Friday, so I had to reward myself, and maybe Austin if he wants them, with chocolate covered almonds. Dark chocolate. What? Oh! It is now getting dark outside, which means it's a good time for us to call it a day. Did pretty good here with what we're filling up on this large piece of poster paper. I think we have 3 more subjects to look at together. What are the 3 over there, Austin?
Physical education.
Physical education.
Journalism.
Journalism.
Cross-discipline. And
cross-discipline. But other than that, the rest of these sections is looking pretty full. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're gonna come back on Monday, fill in those last 3 sections. Hey, there's part of Austin's mural, which I might have already talked to you guys about, depending on when this video goes live. Thoughts, Austin, about today's process? We tried to get like a ladder for perspective. One of the things that I mentioned was that I can tell how much more I like writing on a wall, like putting something on a wall and being able to move around that way as compared to like putting on a table like this. Other thoughts, Austin?
No, today just felt like one of those days where you just get the work done, you know?
Yeah.
As evidenced by our use of rewards.
There's still half of them left too. We only ate half of those delicious chocolate covered almonds. Yeah, especially on like a Friday afternoon too. I think that played a role today. So we'll see you on Monday. Here we are back at it in the basement classroom. Since we didn't quite finish filling the subject areas the last day we worked on this, that is our first goal for today. I kind of wish there was more of this in PE actually.
Yeah, me too. And I could see this being combined with either that or that, a timeline, an infographic, or...
I'm also really excited about this transition that I want to try out using a pen. I don't know if you've seen it where like someone like walks across the screen,
Yeah.
and like it goes from one scene to another,
Yeah.
like just doing that with a pencil. It's like swipe this, like just made it to a nice little milestone here along that poster paper. And this one did a lot of brainstorming around each of the subject areas. And now it is time to enter the next stage of working with these posters, which is to go through each of those subject areas again and start to do some grouping and a little bit of outlining to decide what might be the best way to present these ideas in a video lesson that is 4 to 6 to 8 minutes long. And I think for that one, we're gonna use a different color. Well, let's get to it. And I think these examples will show the ways in which they can deepen and improve skills. So. Okay, so now that I'm at the script writing stage for these 9 subject-specific lessons, I think what I'm gonna do is actually cut up each individual brainstorming section for each subject area so that I can focus on one at a time while I am writing the script for that lesson. Okay, so here's my plan with the script writing. I have been spending a lot of time in this basement classroom here within Wayfinding Academy. So my plan is to write 2 scripts at a time, one script, then another, and then I'm gonna change locations, move to a different part of this building, just so that the mind can have something a little bit different in the background, which I think might help the writing process. We'll find out. Okay, so here's where we're now at. Scripts have all been written. I then moved to the last stage in the pre-production process before I actually start recording these video lessons. And in that stage, what I do is this. I used the initial sketches from all the subject areas along with the scripts to put together these polished sketch-noted images for each of the 9 subject areas that I'm working on here. And after finalizing kind of the layout and the exact text, I also number the order of these so I know the order in which each page should appear, but then also within each page, I add numbers so that I can keep track and remind myself of the order in which to draw and write each of the things that show up on this page. So with all of these in place, I'm now ready to record. Just finished up recording the sketch notes, which took a really long time actually. I had to split it up over 2 days of recording. Pretty happy with how it all turned out. Take a look at the final versions here. It felt really good to stack up these polished versions of these sketch notes one by one. And now they're all done. I'm not yet done recording though. Next it's time to record the talking head face-to-face portions of these video lessons. This way, over here. Wish me luck. In this video lesson, we're going to take a look at how you might use sketchnoting within a social studies classroom. In this video lesson, we're going to take a look at how you might use sketchnoting within a social studies classroom, into the science classroom, within a math classroom, within a language arts classroom, physical education, art, a foreign language, journalism, cross-discipline.